Hi, this is Rebecca. Today I want to tell you about my COVID-19 experience. Last December, a few months ago, I went down to Orlando, Florida to a seminar. It was a 3-day seminar, and I spent 3 days at this hotel doing the seminar. And on the third day, I started to get a scratchy throat. And then I flew home to Boston. I live in Massachusetts. And after I got home, I started to not feel very well at all. And it kind of got worse. I ended up spending 2 solid weeks in bed. I lost my sense of taste and my sense of smell, which I thought was very strange. I'd never had that happen before. I just couldn't eat anything without it tasting like chemicals. Even coffee tasted so strange and bizarre, and I hardly drank it. I just sort of drank water and ate tiny little bits of food to keep myself going for 2 weeks. But I wasn't depressed. I wasn't unhappy. I want to let you know I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a metaphysician, and I approached it from a very metaphysical point of view. I told myself, well, I wanted to lose some weight, so this is a good opportunity. Didn't feel like eating. And I spent 2 weeks in bed watching Netflix. I went through the whole Crown theories. It was fascinating. And I had a blast watching that. It was really fun to see how the royals live. And after that 2 weeks in bed, I was still pretty weak and didn't feel well for the next couple of weeks and still didn't have any sense of taste. But I never took any medication. I did have to get some cough drops eventually because I had a cough and a scratchy throat. But it didn't freak me out being sick. I very rarely ever get sick. And usually when I do, I'm able to conquer it immediately by going to that place where there are no problems. I figured out how to get there a long time ago, and it's real. Some people call it the fifth dimension. And you can also call it the Christ consciousness. It's the higher level of consciousness that we can go to where we can neutralize fear, disease, problems. We can just neutralize them because, you know, the great metaphysicians that have walked the planet have all been telling us the same thing. We live in a mental universe. It's really not physical. Study quantum physics a little bit and you'll understand that they all reached that conclusion too. Max Planck, he said matter isn't real. One of my favorite teachers, Mary Baker Eddy, made this statement back in 1875 in her book, Science and Health with the Key to the Scriptures, that matter isn't real. So if you understand that you live in a mental universe, you can always correct a problem by reversing what the effects, the condition, the situation seems to be. It's not that easy. It takes discipline. It takes working on yourself. But once you figure it out, it's so simple. You say to yourself, wow, how come I never saw this before? And I just wanted to share that with you because there's so many people in fear right now. There's so many people waiting for the medical world to solve their big problem of, you know, contagion and being fearful of people and fearful of life. You don't have to be, because we are sovereign. We are the masters of our destinies and we control our fates. That's why I love studying metaphysics. I've been studying it for over 50 years, and I love to help people break that mesmeric spell that you can cast on yourself to trap yourself in some sort of fear situation. It doesn't have to be that way. You can wake up to this higher realm of consciousness, the fifth dimension, and be free.